Hey guys, it's Chris from Copperhead Modeling. And yes, it is pretty much done. Bigger than I thought it would be. And a lot more tail heavy than I thought it would be. You can see more through the cockpit than I thought you could, that's for sure. I did mine in the later model because the only thing that Max could do was the early model. So I went ahead and did the later model with the radome on top of the cab, the dual gun. My blisters were one piece, so mine were a little bit of a pain to take care of. I've got a couple little touch-up details to do. I gotta scrape the overpaint off my ribbing on a couple of my blisters. I didn't paint them till they were on, so got to touch up paint around the bottom of them where the glue chipped the paint. Got a couple little paint touch-ups to do, but it's pretty much done. Now I gotta do my diorama. I've got the exhaust left to put on the engines, but you know, I've got a couple little parts to do. I've got a massive exhaust stack back each side of these engines I got to put together, and I got to do my weathering and my decals. I'm gonna try and do a decent job so I can give it credit. I found a thing that was weird, I thought, but it's a true fact. The lights for the landing lights, they painted them blue. Not all of them did it, just a few of the squadrons did it. And the squadron that I'm trying to emulate, the VFP 104, some of their planes had it painted blue, some of them didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and I went ahead and I got the first coat of blue paint on mine, so the landing lights will be blue. And where the reflector would be for the actual light, I'm gonna paint silver behind it, just so it has the right look. The wing struts on this thing were a pain in the butt because when I first started trying to put them in, every time I moved it, they would pop out and they would fall out, or they would fall out of position, or it was just a nightmare. Overall, it's a pretty good kit. I'm not gonna say it's a bad kit, but it would be better if there was more detail inside the places you can see in. More detailed turret and guns. It'd be nice if I could have figured out some way to do the feed belts on the 50s, because they got the, and Max could at least have done his gun mounts open if he wanted to. I didn't have a choice on mine. There was no making them open or not, because mine are all one piece, closed in. So overall, I think it's a pretty good model. If you get a chance to build it, you can build it as a regular PBY and leave all the radar antennas off of it. The lights, this one actually has the light bulges on it for the wingtip lights and the light on the fuselage. I couldn't find where the one on the belly is supposed to be. Apparently there ain't one because of it being a flying boat. So I went for my Black Cat. I mean, even the engine nacelles got the treatment. I just haven't got the weathering done on it yet. I gotta do some chipping along the wings edge and some chipping along the bows, some chipping around the engine nacelles and the propellers. And then I'm gonna do some of the salt drag on it, where the water gets splashed up on it, and it turns, the salt dries on it in the air and turns it gray rather than black. So I am behind Max, because Max has got his weathering done. He's already halfway into building his diorama. But this is the Academy PBY Black Cat. And overall, I think it's a pretty good kit. I'm gonna go looking out and see if I can find me a 1/48. The only one I know of is a Revell, and Revell does make a 1/48 scale Black Cat. One of the guys I watch has it, and he did a 5-minute review on it here not too long ago. So I think I'm probably gonna get a sponge out and do a little bit of sponge chipping around the leading edge and around the hull, and then after I get that done, do some gray wash to get my streaks of the salt on it. So guys, let me know what you think. I'm gonna check out Max's video for the day and see what he's been up to. I started painting my Lysander. Well, some of the stuff on this was drying. So I'll keep the progress reports up. You guys have a good day. God bless. Keep you safe.